you, Mac, for carrying on the bit.
I was out there in all my glory, you know. I was dressed up really nice from there down. That was it. But I noticed I run faster naked, you know, sort of with semi-naked anyway. So I might try that in the next meet. I was very lucky the cops got to win first. You know, I've like to pride myself in about 15 years teaching these boys a little bit of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and it's probably lucky I only had a didgeridoo.
This is the most amazing man in the entire world. Why is this a joke? This isn't a joke. This guy's amazing.
I was only going to use it to restrain him.
All right.
Okay. Wow.
Aussie, oi, indeed. Welcome to dkgWELP, the Drunk Kids Gaming Podcast. I'm King Kaz. I'm joined, as I always am, by my good friend, co-host supreme, the one, the myth, the man, the legend, Curley. But no one cares about that.
Tired. Oh, you got a cat back there. Yeah, hi, how's it going? I'm Curley. I do things on the internet, and I'm also sunburnt.
No one cares because we were joined by the more awesome and more better and the more legendary StevetheSoundGuy.
Hi, everybody. My name is StevetheSoundGuy. I make things that you hear orally with your ears, and I also steal lots of people's bits online. Kudos to you if you know which bit I just stole. My secondary name that you can see bottom down here is DynamiteDND. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Thank you, Kaz and Curley, for inviting me on today. It's good to be here.
Yeah.
This is as they say in the industry, a very special episode. But we're not going to talk about horrible things. We're going to talk about all the fun things that we're doing.
Touched?
So no, we did that bit already. Let's not pull any of the tragedy levers of very special episodes. But if you want to understand the bit, go Google a very special episode and go learn about what it's like when little Timmy gets cancer or AIDS or anything that happens. It's horrible. But no, we have Steve on.
From fucking 227 go down to the bike shop and
no, bad TV, bad touch TV. But yeah, we are coming off of, if you're watching this and not part of the live stream, thank you, by the way, live stream, for being here for the episode, filling the chat with information and all that stuff, and watching our stupid podcast. If you're missing it and you're just catching it up later on your feeds or in the audio version, yeah, I'm a little exhausted because
Can we just look? Let's be real, right? Curly's been streaming for a long. First of all, actually, you know what? I'm gonna start at the end. I'm gonna Quentin Tarantino this shit. We've been streaming for a long ass time, right? Curly's been doing all the E3 shit. I somehow did a 4-hour League of Legends casting stream where I fucking yelled the whole time because I wanted to be fucking that guy.
Wait. Normally, you just play 9 hours of video games, Counter-Strike and League of Legends before you do this podcast on Sundays. Yeah. So what's the difference between you doing real work on a caster couch?
Paying attention to and commenting on games is wildly different than just playing games. I will back Kaz up on that.
All right. I'll give him that. That makes sense.
I'm casting. I'm trying to be entertaining. I'm trying to be informative. I'm trying to remember all the names of these fucking characters. I can't just call them fucking chick with the fucking hair. Like kill the chick with the hair. Kill her. Like, you can't just yell that out. You have to actually try to be like good.
Yeah, he has to be on. Curly knows how it's like to be on. He has to be on. Definitely a different state of being.
Oh, wait, seriously though, you guys have seen me play games for at this point 6 years on this channel, and usually I'm at the very least, unless it's been a very long drinking night, I'm at least here and sitting up and staring at the computer. If I'm playing games when I'm off, as Steve would put it, I'm just. Yeah, this is fun. Like, I am slouched down. I'm a big potato cushion. Like,
my thing when I'm playing games like that is like I'm just like whatever, I can say whatever the fuck I want, who gives a fuck, like. But in this moment I'm like trying to not curse, I'm trying to be family friendly, I'm trying to do all these goddamn things, and it just is what it is. So
can we is there any place that people can check out your thing, Kaz, or do you want people to do that? I mean, I don't know.
Well, here, I'll post a highlight and then I'll post the channel. It's called Bronze to Plat. It's a Discord, Reddit, whatever community where they do like low-level teams of folks who they haven't put teams together, and then they run a league through like 2 or 3 months. And they get different people to try to come cast it and produce it and stuff like that. And it's all cool. It's all cool. It's all good. It's all
That's
fun.
awesome. Honestly, like I'm not even giving you any shit for it. I make fun of League all the time, but like seeing you get into your own chops, I know you've always wanted to be a caster or an announcer and shit like that, and you're good at the shit, and it's fucking cool that you're doing it, and I think it's awesome. So I want to promote that as much as possible as well.
So yeah, there's that. I did that for 4 hours, and then Curley's been streaming E3.
E3 has burned my face so hard right now. It was the lights, the brightness. It's just this monitor got me, ruined my beautiful complexion that I once was so proud of.
So we tired. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It works out really well,
I'm
though.
never gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
But luckily, we have the content extraordinaire, the storyteller supreme, Steve the Sound Guy here to help us with this episode of dkgWELP, because we might be talking about something near and dear to a lot of our viewers.
I was just gonna do a quick bit where I was gonna just make Steve's camera full screen and then just walk away. Like, here you go, content is yours, Steve. Make it happen. We're gonna go take a nap in the corner.
I just went to work this morning. It's not quite as tiring as commentating or streaming all day, so it's cool.
Unfortunately, there was no volley barrows in that in those games.
So they weren't real games, because if you don't have a polar bear, then what's the point?
Yeah, Steve, actually, it was a crazy announcement. In the middle of Bethesda's thing, they announced that Volibear, which they don't own the rights to, is going to be in every game ever now.
Well, then there you go. Then we finally advanced as a species to finally acknowledge
that
the fact that polar bears are the way to go.
Who was the alligator bro that you played? Sobek?
Sobek.
In, God, I don't even know. God Game, the 3D League.
Ages ago. For those of you who are uninitiated, whenever I would play a MOBA of any kind, I would always lock onto one character and play nothing else. That's how I play those games. Other people, they shift around and say, oh, this guy's got some cool abilities. I'm going to play this person for a while. Oh, this one's cool. I'm going to switch over to here. Or my team needs me to play something else. I would just instantly lock in the one character that I would ever play.
So working in the computer field, I actually knew a technician that it was just like he had a whole tool belt full of tools, and he was just like, no. Phillips head for everything only, no matter what. If it was a lug nut, if it was a greased up brake, he would just come at it with that screwdriver, and it just didn't work for him. But teach their own. But anyways, what have we been working on, dude? Like, I mean, I do want to mention this earlier.
How are we gonna do this?
Well, I want to at least mention that what the actual project is, because this is going to be kind of the highlight of most of the episode. We're going to do some news stories and stuff, but in the second half of the show is going to be a lot of pimping Dungeons and Dragons stuff, because if you've been under a rock or you just haven't really watched the live streams or haven't looked at Twitter, we have a project coming up that Steve is forefronting.
Let's build this up a little bit, because God, you're terrible at this.
True. True. Yeah, very true.
We've been ever growing and ever expanding here at the DKG Empire, and one of those things that you may have remembered is Steve and Curley used to do D&D streams here on this channel, and they were really fun. They were really cool to watch and do all that. But now we're kind of just like with Whelp, we're taking it to the next level. So now we have
DynamiteDND, the D&D stream extraordinaire. It's going to be live streamed on Twitch every Saturday, almost every Saturday. Most Saturdays, starting this coming Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We have an incredible cast of characters playing the game, and I will be the Dungeon Master, but it is a project I've had in my brain ever since last summer, when I thought I might launch it, but didn't get around to it. This summer, I leaned in very, very hard, and with the gracious help of Curley and all his knowledge and resources and online presence, I'm like, we're going to do this thing, and we're going to rope everybody in that we can. We're going to tech it up to the nines. We have a very
How many
advanced technical setup.
How many cameras you got going, brother?
We have 7 cameras and 8 total inputs going into the stream computer that I'm going to be switching on the fly as the events play out in the game. We have...
Welcome to the Kaz and Curley life, where you invite a girl over and then you're like, no, I don't do that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I stream. I play video games.
Behind that couch is my bed, so it's a little bit of a hard sell when there's the eagle eye camera here and a bunch of other ones. Yeah. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
But yeah, D&D is going to be a fun thing, and we'll go into a little bit more of it a little bit later, because I actually wrote out a Dungeons and Dragons themed trivia game that we're going to be playing a little bit later on, and then we'll sit down and really hash out some fun details, have some media to show all of you and share with you. And it's going to be a good time.
But yeah, you guys are here. You guys are here for the launch party. Like, people have been asking, actually, if you've been in the Discord, people have been asking and excited about launching of the stuff that we're going to do for this. We're going to try to go as deep in the thick of it as we can in regards to getting as much hype as we can to pull in outside audiences, because as much as we've done D&D here, there is a giant audience for long form, really well produced D&D stuff. And I think as we were saying in the pre-show, or at least that Steve was saying to us, like, he had been looking at some of the early videos that we've recorded that are going to be eventually available on some of the stuff like the Patreon and stuff that we're going to do. The quality, even the quality that we did before, which was when we were all still babies at streaming, was still better than the majority of streams you've ever seen. And now that Steve's actually putting like a whole bunch of like summer Steve work into this stuff, it's going to be bananas. I'm telling you, it's
gonna
bananas.
Be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So yeah, can't wait for that.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what you guys do with this thing. Amidst the like 90 other projects we have going here as well.
I just need to quit my job and somehow, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just need like $2,500 a month, guys. Can we just get that the Patreon level $2,500?
I'm gonna open the curtain just a little bit, right? We have DynamiteDND, which is being run and produced by Steve. We have some new stuff that's going to be coming for WELP with kind of its own standalone stuff for WELP itself. And then we have all this YouTube rebranding that we're doing, which at this point is being run by me and Hilp. And then I was like, yo, Hilp, why don't we like make a doc and just kind of write things out? And I made like this brainstorming doc that has like all this stuff for like Patreon and all these other things that me and you have talked about, Curly. Mm. And then I looked at the Hilp the doc that Hilp made, and it's like itemized shows where it's like this show needs this many people, this is the description of the show, this is the fucking like length episode run times and shit like that. And I was like, oh,
how much does Help cost? We need to just hire Help. Is that a thing I can do?
Bro, look, I sent you the link to the doc at some point. Yeah. Look at it. It's monstrous. There's so much work that needs to be done.
Is this the experience though, where because this has been in my experience. I have been trying to quote unquote adult more in regards to planning. Like I told you, like I think we mentioned this in Vegas. Like this is my year of like learning to fucking plan, and like as Curtis had mentioned to me with a great tip. Plan time to plan things instead of just haphazardly planning whenever you think of an idea and then you don't have the time for it. And every time I've, because I'm kind of proud of the stuff that I've been doing, like, and making like decent like documents and stuff with all my ideas in it. They look like someone dumped a bunch of dumb ideas into Notepad compared to anyone else's fucking Excel document that I open up. I open up other people like T2's documents and shit, and it's just like they got colors and there's like frozen layers and shit and all this stuff I don't know how to do in Excel, and everything is like, oh, and I'm like, oh, it's color coordinated. It looks amazing. Like, I need a fucking office assistant for anything. I can be like, Patricia. Fucking dick, I'm gonna dictate to you. Please do whatever. Like, but yeah,
isn't that can't Alexa do that yet? Isn't that what she's for?
It's no. Don't say that out loud. She might be triggered. I moved her away from the speaker so she doesn't get picked up so easily.
Has Alexa's Microsoft, right? Am I crazy?
No, it's Amazon.
No, that's
Amazon. Okay,
yeah, Microsoft tried Cortana, and then their video was sad because Cortana died in their Halo video this year in E3.
Spoiler! I never saw it.
No,
okay.
we never
Stop
got past
feeling
Halo
after
3,
number
right?
Yeah, you and me, Halo 3. That's all we needed.
I heard from a lot of people that might know better than I that we didn't miss much, so it's good. Like, we played the good ones.
Yeah. Because you were for the first part of E3, you were out playing disc golf.
Did we need to mention that? Did we need to make me this hippie on this fucking show?
Did you also have
disc
fucking
golf's
like camo cargo shorts while you were doing that?
Hey, what's wrong with camo cargo shorts?
I had my old navy green shorts that I bought. They're really cute, and I like them a lot.
I pretty much exclusively wear cargo shorts when I'm out and about.
Oh,
They're
we know.
so useful.
We know. And socks and sandals.
I don't wear socks and sandals, but cargo shorts are no joke. Tune in to DynamiteDND to see all the cargo shorts of Steve and Grady.
Yeah, if I get to the point of having a drunk K1 disc golf as an emote, then we know that I've been addicted. I still think we should all do it for TwitchCon.
TwitchCon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's like a $7 Uber for the whole group. I mean, 4 or 5 people, 6 people, but then it's $5 for everyone for the day, or each person for the day. It's
Side note, I'm curious. Do they still have the pool of money that you win if you get a hole-in-one on hole number 9 or whatever hole it is?
Yeah, they have.
They got it.
So yeah, they have this idea that, and this is going to speak to the Kaz's gambling heart a little bit. But yeah, there's an idea that and I think the pool is at least the way they described it to me, it was any hole. Or maybe it was just one. Yeah, I think it's just one of them.
It's just the one hole that's like right next to the pro shop.
Yeah, and so if you hole in one, when you start your day, you can just put $2 in the pool, and it's just like it just racks up in money, and it just keeps going and going until someone gets a hole in one on the day that they paid into the pool. So you usually just throw your money away, but in the attempt that you do throw a fucking hole in one, you could just take whatever's in the pool, like at that point, and it's pretty badass. It was fun.
It's usually like, I don't know, $100 to $300 depending.
I watched a 51-year-old man climb a tree today because he lost a disc in the tree. The disc was older than his oldest son. He's like, I've had Old Orange my entire life. I'm never gonna let her go. She's coming home with me today. And that man bear clawed up a tree and started climbing it. His legs were all cut up and shit. And I was like, it's a $5 disc, brother. It's stupid, but I get it.
Can't put a price on memories and nostalgia.
My other coworker was making fun of him constantly because he's like, the disc is defective. It rolls hard to the right. And he's like, it's my favorite disc. I know how to throw it. It's like, you can't use that one in this hole. And I was like, I don't know shit. I'm just throwing this Frisbee. That's fun. I really had a good time. We should move into the news stories at this point.
Well, before we do
mind.
that, and speaking of nostalgia, I went and I saw the Aladdin movie.
No.
Oh, yeah. Thoughts from a Kaz on Aladdin.
Yeah. There are some bad parts, right? There are some definite bad parts that should have had more focus on them.
What kind of bad are we talking about?
So
accidental racism. What are we looking at?
No. You know what? I think overall the movie is handled relatively well. I think the genie, because Hope just said, "How is the genie?"
Yeah.
Genie starts out bad because it starts out as like Will Smith kind of. It started out like they were like, just do Robin Williams. It'll be fine.
You're not gonna ever
and
top.
He started out that way,
yeah.
and it was bad. And then when he kind of like, everybody's like, oh, he's just gonna be Fresh Prince. When he gets to that being like Fresh Prince genie bit, is good.
Okay,
it's good genie. That's some good genie.
But, I mean, really, like, was the original genie not just really Robin Williams though? Like that was how it was, right? And so when I remember I saw one of the trailers and I was trepidatious going into those trailers. And then we watched one and I was like, you got a little bit more genie talk. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah. No, it's Will Smith doing Will Smith. I'm digging this. All right. So I'm happy.
So Reggie goes, Jasmine is better in this movie than the first.
Oh.
Nah, honey.
Dude, okay. But you're looking through I mean, Disney fucked us baby boys. Any of our 80s, 90s babies that were raised on Golden Age 2 Disney, have been ruined in regards to grand gestures, all the toxic shit that you can talk about, which we don't have time for in this podcast. You know,
I mean, I'm pretty sure you have all this on another podcast.
Sure, yeah.
For sure.
In 116 episodes, I've definitely talked about this at some point. But.
So my problem with the Jasmine is they tried to, and come at me as you may, they tried to 2019 her a little too much, where she's like, I can be the Sultan, you know, like.
Here's where I never wanted my podcast to go.
and it's fine, right? Because everything else is like dumbed down Disney, whatever, right? And it's like, okay, you tried to update her and give her more of a reason to exist other than being the love interest for Aladdin. And I understand that. I just think it could have been done better than what they did, because she starts out as she starts out like the same way as like a hopeless girl, and then like all of a sudden it's like, well, I'm actually like, and it's like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing, and you're trying too hard to do it. Like if you found a way to really weave that into the story and make it interesting, rather than it's literally we're just trying to 2019 Jasmine, then I would have been there with you. But when you just do it to do it, it's you see it and you go, oh, okay.
Can we have a bit that is Curley brings everything back to musicals? There is a place where they did this, Kaz, that you would enjoy, that I've tried to make you watch a million times, but the Star Kid production of Twisted, where they touch a lot on Aladdin and Jasmine and whatnot, and they do a fucking they basically tell the story in the style of Wicked, where the evil person isn't necessarily evil, but you like, so that's the whole, it's told by the perspective of Jafar. And he's just trying to fix shit, and everyone's giving him crap. And you've got this fucking little asshole Aladdin that's running around, and he's like, hey, I came up with a great idea, monkey. I'm just going to steal everything. It's fucking easier. Yeah, fuck the government. Fuck all the goddamn economy issues. Like, it just works for me. People give me shit because I'm cute. Like, fuck yeah.
That's the other thing, right? Is like you don't get enough of the charismatic Aladdin. He literally just goes from street rat to like whiny bitch who has the genie. Like,
I mean, the Star Kid touches on Jasmine too, because she's just like, she's this princess. She's like, why doesn't anyone understand that I need more than being a princess? These slaves will never understand how trapped I am. And it's like, fuck.
Yeah. But they did really well on the Prince Ali. Like,
oh, the whole bit with the big parade.
That whole bit is worth the $15. That alone is worth the $15.
I'll watch. I'm gonna 1, 2, 3 movies it. Let's do it, boys.
Yeah. No. Just that bit alone is worth it. Jafar is terrible. Jasmine's 2019. Aladdin's mediocre. The monkey's great.
Is he all CG?
Is the monkey real or CG?
CG.
What are you gonna do?
You can't hire monkeys.
All of them are CG.
Indiana Jones had a
Jasmine, Aladdin, they're all CG as well. So,
well, those
Will
I
Smith,
expected.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Also, A Whole New World. I couldn't see shit. They filmed that at night with a camera from 2004. I couldn't see a fucking.
But even if you couldn't see anything, could you hear it? Because at its heart, Aladdin is a musical. So was the music good in the movie at the very least?
Because we
that.
What was that, guys?
Everything except for A Whole New World.
Because I heard, I mean, one of the big things that looking at the trailers was like, oh, are we going to get new songs? Or are we just going to get revamped old songs? And everyone really wants to see more songs and whatnot. I'm interested in it.
There's some bits that just don't make sense. There's a whole song that Jasmine sings that like happens in the middle of nowhere, and then like she makes this whole grand like movement from one place to another, but then you realize it happened all in her head. It was just her hyping herself up, and then she did the thing that she was talking about doing in the song. So you're just like, did you get magical powers all of a sudden?
I'm gonna give you a pro dating tip for anyone that dates 30-year-olds, people our age at least. You have to straight face it. You can't fucking giggle while saying it. But you at some, and you have to string it in. You have to be smooth with it. But at some point, reach out your hand to a girl and say, "Do you trust me?" Okay. If they don't get it immediately, but they key into it mentally, it works. Trust.
Oh, there has never been. Hold on. All right.
You can have that one. I burned that one for you guys. Enjoy it. Take it home with you.
There's advice Curley has given on this show that I have not instantly just yes.
Trust me, it works.
You have to adapt your lifestyle so that it makes sense.
For
example, I ride a motorcycle, so if I do that, it'll make sense in the moment.
Steve already
don't just throw it out of nowhere. Make it count.
Steve already half looks like fucking Aladdin. Let's do this. I can run around.
The monkey stealing out of people's pockets.
Yeah, steal a bunch of apples and then run up to a girl and say, "Do you trust me?" And then take her on a magic carpet ride on your motorcycle. I'm gonna transition to the news because I feel awkward.
News.
Oops.
dkgWELP. Let's fill that knowledge hole with Kaz and Curley's news bag.
That's a title.
Knowledge hole.
I'm glad I brought up that because now that allows me to bring up this. With our first news story, we get to talk about the Uncharted movie.
Ooh, I didn't know this was happening, but it seems obvious.
I'm only cursorily familiar with the Uncharted series, but do go on.
Yep. Yeah. So apparently, amidst a bunch of other movie releases that Sony talked about that no one gives a fuck about, they also announced the Uncharted movie. So it's going to be, and then this, Curly, even more for you. They've had it's been talked about a lot and mulled over and passed around hand to hand. But now it is going to be in the hands of Dan Trachtenberg, director of Lane. Now going to be heading up the project of Uncharted.
Is this the Diamond Club, Dan Trachtenberg?
Yeah.
I mean, friend I've known for never, but also cursory. I was going to say he's a friend of mine, but I have never talked to him.
Which will also be starring Spider-Man.
The dude
Kid
from
Spider-Man or Tobey Maguire Spider-Man? Because I'll only accept Tobey.
Tom Holland, not cartoon Spider-Man.
Not cartoon.
Bring back Tobey.
What are you talking about? Tom Holland's so good. Steve, you're on the wrong side of history right now. You're going to get torpedoed so bad. No one does not love Tom Holland. Oh, God. This is bad for the podcast. Shut it down, guys. We're over. Do not bring Tom Holland fans of hatred from Reddit here.
So Mech brings up an interesting question and an interesting thing that I keyed in on as well. Tom Holland is a little tiny twink boy, and
wait, Tom Holland's playing as Nathan Drake?
That's how this is.
How is Dan Trachtenberg not bringing Jeff Kanata in as Nathan Drake?
Jeff Kanata got babies to take care of, man. He got other shit in his life.
Jeff Kanata is Nathan Drake. He looks like Nathan Drake. You get your boy in, your totally rad show boy. Old podcast, by the way. It used to be back in the day. You get your boy, and they're all dads now, I guess. You're right. Fuck. Don't have kids, or otherwise you're going to lose your dreams.
Never have kids, folks. Rule number 1, never have kids. The number 1 killer of D&D games across the nation.
Kaz, can we go 3 for 3? Are we all 3 for 3 podcast hate kids?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Sorry, Whack It. Your dreams are over. This is why your Zelda randomizer scores are so low. You got a kid. Oh, I'm sorry, that was kind of mean.
Wow.
I love you. I love your kid too. I love you and your kid. Oh Lord. Oh man, dude, fucking. No, now I'm just excited for Jeff Kanata to be Nathan Drake, but he's not ever gonna be it. Fuck Tom Holland. I love him, but fuck him. I mean, he's pretty built though. He's just tiny, right? Like.
No. Go. All right. Right now, Google Images, Tom Holland. Pull that shit up. He's not big enough.
So I'm going to do this incognito because this might key into something I've Googled before.
Enough. His jaw is not square enough.
Tom Holland. Oh, do I dare do it full body? Oh, okay. I mean, listen, this is coming to you from a fucking fat, short white dude. Like, I don't have any definition whatsoever.
Oh,
He's
look,
fucking looking good, but I don't see him as Nathan Drake.
Here, I'm dropping this in the Twitch chat
Is this
for the
guy?
audio
Wrong guy?
listeners. I found a picture. Somebody already did the work for us. They side by side, Nathan Drake, Tom Holland. No, I don't.
I mean,
mean-
young Nathan Drake.
That's what I'm saying, right? Unless we're doing some young Indiana Jones bullshit and it's a young Nathan Drake, I don't know. I mean, maybe, but maybe.
Yeah, I could see him being a young Nathan Drake.
But Nathan Drake also has to be like suave,
Smarmy is what I was gonna say, right? Smarmy.
Yeah, you know, and he's kind of doing the cool thing with Spider-Man where he's like nerdy and talks too much and does all that stuff. But do you think this fresh-faced young boy with too much fucking eyeliner and foundation on can pull off rugged, too much foundation Nathan Drake?
Because I don't know, man. Like I like Tom Holland. I love what they've done. Because the Spider-Man stuff was so boring to me. As much as I liked, I think maybe one of the first reboots. I don't even know how many reboots there were. Like,
trust me, you like the first one.
I like the first one of the three. Like,
yeah. Sam Raimi,
yeah,
Spider-Man,
yeah,
are good.
But I honestly keyed into what was it, Homecoming, I think it was called, or whatever. I dug that. Like I dug what they were doing. But I don't know at this point. I don't know if Tom Holland without Iron Man is much. He's not much of an interest. He's got to have a big daddy.
100%. Hold on. So
Bruce fucking Campbell.
Yes. If Bruce Campbell is not playing Sully, I don't even care about the fucking Nathan Drake anything. I don't give a fuck about those games. You're trashed. Naughty Dog can eat my ass. But if Bruce Campbell is not in this movie, I will burn a house down. I'm not saying whose. I'm not saying a specific house. It could be a house that's already ready for demolish, and I just burn it down.
Have you seen
the house is gonna get burnt down?
I mean, have you seen the I think it might be a Netflix original or whatever. It's somewhere. It might be a Hulu original. I don't care. But the fucking reboot with the Evil Dead, you know, like just fucking 20 years older. Bruce Campbell playing the guy, and he's just like, I'm fucking old, and he plays into it too, like, and it's so good, and he gets like a whole new team of kids and shit, and he's just like, I don't want to do this, and I'm like, oh, he's the greatest. It's so good. It's so self-referential and so leaning into like, you got to make fun of yourself before anyone else makes fun of you, so fucking do it, and they treat it really well, and I love it. Ash versus Evil, yeah. Is that on Netflix? I don't even know. No sponsors here.
It's on TV.
It's on Stitch Fix.
It might be on or something. All right. Once around the horn, you're Nathan Drake. Yeah, I'll give you time.
I already said Jeff Kanata. I'm in on that.
Okay. I need a real actor. I need a 2019 actor, please, sir.
Get woke, kill content. Tay Diggs.
I have no idea anything about the Uncharted series, and I'm not really familiar with pop culture, so I'm going to say my number one choice for Nathan Drake is none other than Sam Hears.
Sam Hears played Stephen Negretti.
Nathan Drake.
It's amazing. Hey. The bros have gone together at this point. In the chat, audio listeners in the chat, as soon as Steve said it, Sam also said the opposite. Stephen Negretti as Nathan Drake.
Sam Hears is Nathan Drake.
Nathan Fillion could do it.
Okay.
Yeah, Nathan Fillion.
No. Nathan Fillion's too old at this point. A younger Nathan.
You put some makeup and some CG on that motherfucker, you can de-age him. You've seen what they've done with people. Look at fucking what's his face, Tron guy, Jeff Bridges.
No,
They make Jeff Bridges look like a 12-year-old. Okay, he can be a 12-year-old dude. They can do it.
Chris Pratt is a maybe. Reverend Puck says Chris Pratt.
You don't want a black Nathan Drake? Come on.
I'm not touching that.
Idris Elba, Nathan Drake.
Idris Elba. Ooh.
He's too old. What?
He'll never age.
He went in on these old guys.
I like Idris Elba. I don't care if he's old.
Female Nathan Drake. Let's go. Oh wait, that's just Tomb Raider.
That's what Lara Croft is.
Wait, male Lara Croft. Oh wait, that's just Tomb Raider. Or no, wait, no, that's Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go with a Chris Evans or a Chris Pratt or a Chris whatever. All these Chris's, one of them can do it.
I'll throw a banana into the thing just like Sam did. The game is already a movie. We don't need it. Fuck it. Just go play the game. Just go watch a YouTube streamer play it. Go watch my VOD of all the games.
Jake Gyllenhaal. Chat.
I like Jake Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal is Prince of Persia.
Mm-hmm.
Topher Grace.
Not a great movie, but
okay. Moving on. News story. Next story. I have forgot fucking these kind of bits with you fucks.
I don't even know. So I'm gonna just go completely disclosure agreement. I listened to a podcast, the McElroy brothers, Mabim Bam, and they spent 40 minutes of their 1 hour podcast talking about this dumbass fucking website, which I'm going to now share with you guys because I could not share this fucking story. Have you ever thought you needed I was gonna tell you, it's GarfieldEats.com. Go there right fucking now. It's real. Brand history. The cartoon classic Garfield was born in 1978 by cartoonist Jim Davis. Garfield turns 40 years old this year, 2018 actually. Garfield Eats inspired by the 1980s most famous hungry orange cat that lives with us more than 40 years, becoming a global pop culture shenanigans. The Garfield show has 25 million. This website will not stop auto-scrolling downward. The Garfield brand has left its mark on many people. This is a app for your phone which will deliver pizza and lasagna directly to you in choice cities as it comes out. Made to order pizza, lasagna, and coffee. Boom. GarfieldEats.com. Catch it. World's most #1 Garfield quick mobile restaurant. It's a QMR. They made that up. Love me, feed me, don't leave me. The Garfield brand. World's most engaging app. You can play a bunch of fun mobile games. You can get, they made this term up, Goopons. It's not a fun goof on Groupon. They just put the letter G in front of coupons and called it Goopons. This website is full of some of the most bad decisions in marketing that you can ever completely get. This is Jim Davis, the creator of Garfield, the most beloved cat.
Eat with all your might. Eat that pasta. Eat it pasta.
Yeah.
His lifelong love affair with pasta and pizza is legendary. In fact, if Garfield could dream up the perfect restaurant, it would feature lasagna and pizza.
That's what we
because
needed.
He's on the lazy side, he'd want to make it simple to get his paws on the food as quickly as possible.
That's why
Well,
we're making a
Garfield's dream has
Postmates
come
fucking
true.
goddamn clone app for Garfield.
So who's raking in the most money from this idea is my question. Is it Jim Davis going to rake in most of the money, or is it whoever owns the Garfield
just
brand
eat
nowadays?
a whole pizza and you're just like, God damn it!
It's a pizza shaped like Garfield, Curly. Don't you kill this dream.
It is
Okay.
actually.
Hold on,
Sorry,
hold
you
on,
cut
hold
to
on.
the bit. This is actually the pizza that is. I don't even know where to find
World's first Garfield-shaped pizza. Thank you very much. Sign me
it. I
up.
wish there was some way to freeze the fucking screen. I can't stop it. So I'm gonna give you a screenshot of the fucking pizza. But there is every pizza is shaped like Garfield's dumb fucking lasagna cat head. And I don't even understand how you fucking. Now it's not moving. Cool.
So here's the thing. I wanna cue in on real quick. I don't know the landscape of eatery in California, but here on the East Coast, pretty much any place that calls itself an Italian carryout where they usually sell pizza also sells lasagna. And
No, never heard of.
And any other fucking
Never heard of it.
Italian cuisine that they can think of that isn't actually Italian cuisine that Americans fucking stuff in their dumb fucking gullets.
Get your special G codes and gifts by email. It's shaped like Garfield's dumb head.
G-code.
Some
G-code.
schlup has to sit into a fucking pizzeria and shape the dough. If you've ever worked at pizza, by the way,
shit is that pizza? What?
that is asparagus, a slice of avocado.
Fucking ever. Don't you ever fucking ever in your ever existence ever try to sell me a fucking pizza with a picture of a pizza. Even if my mind goes, you know what I want? I want a veggie fucking pizza. Don't ever show me a veggie fucking pizza.
Listen.
Fuck you and
I have eaten a number of vegan pizzas thanks to one Sam Hears, and I can definitively say pizza is good in many, many forms. I dig a vegan pizza now and then.
There is broccoli on this pizza.
I'm just saying.
Call your senator.
Don't advertise to me with a vegan pizza. Advertise to me with some meat on your goddamn pizza, because that's what a pizza should look like. And then I can make the decision later to go, I wonder if they make vegan pizza.
So if you can't see it because it's behind here. By the way, they've branded this F2P, farm to plate, for their app.
F2P, farm to plate.
Free to play app.
Free to play.
It's a free to play app. You can play video games and earn quick mobile restaurant tokens for your fucking pizzas. You could earn Garfield bucks, coupons. It hurts.
I mean,
you're queuing in on the wrong part. I didn't say I wouldn't eat a vegan pizza. I said don't advertise vegan pizza to me. Let me come to that later. Show me a normal ass pepperoni ass pizza, and then I will come and I will be like, you know what? I'm not in the mood for meat right now. Do you also make a vegan style? And then they can be like,
anytime Kaz wants to watch sports commercials, don't ever have any women in those sporting commercials because he'll never key into that advertisement.
You guys are ruining my Garfield bit. Enter gauging, because Garfield is enter gauging. The copywriter on this project needs $1 million. They sold these people a fucking whole farm.
First of all, you assume that motherfucker got paid or wanted to get paid. He wrote that shit and walked away and said, never mention this again.
Users can watch exclusive Garfield episodes in the app, play Food Attack augmented reality, and order delicious food, collect paws, unlock coupons, track and order, chat or call friends in Happiness Center, share to earn a free pizza, and much, much more in the all-in-one app.
I mean, I can't say that I'm surprised that all this is happening.
North America's most anticipated Garfield restaurant. How do you even go against that? That's fucking real, because no one anticipated a fucking Garfield restaurant.
All right. You know what? All right. It's fucking stupid.
We ain't even halfway down this website yet. Quick modal ordering.
Now I want a Garfield-shaped pizza.
By the way, it comes in a Reebox. Also not the brand you think it is. It's a recyclable, reusable box that your food comes in. Also, your Reeboks cup, that shit comes in.
Reeboks, because you were talking Reebok, the shoe.
There is, and I shit you not, and there is tutorials. There's a download the manual on how to reuse your Reeboks for other things. There is how to use your Reeboks drink cup as a pencil holder. And the instructions literally say, put your fucking pencils in it. And you reuse your cup.
Hold on. There's two parts to it. You got to remove the lid. Then number 2, add pencils.
It's a fucking, someone had to, some Vizio fucking, whoever, I would even make PDFs in. I don't give a shit. Maybe probably an Acrobat product. Had to be like, all right, you want a manual for, okay, cool. Yeah. How many steps? Yeah, just 2? Okay, what do you do first? You put your pencils in it. All right, cool. We're going to come up with a really cool graphic. They do deliver. They're starting, this is a project that's going to be released initially in Ontario, Canada, and then it's going to come out to all of us.
Canada.
Yeah, just if you never thought you needed it. Is that a cookie cut? Oh, my God.
It's just because Steve brought it up, it is the Women's Soccer World Cup, and you should go support your country of your choice.
Your Korea got kind of decimated.
Well, they had to play France, and France is cheating.
Yeah,
I don't follow sports at all. I have no idea who's playing what. I don't follow. Yeah.
Well, Steve doesn't support women. You hear first.
I don't support sports in any form, except Nah, never mind. I don't like spoilers.
What the fuck is
Okay.
that pizza?
Curly's still looking at the pizza.
It's trash. I'm moving on. Next story. Speaking of food, actually, have you heard of these Impossible Burgers that like Burger King and all these places
I
have?
think I had one the other day. I think I had an Impossible Burger the other day. It was pretty good.
Are you sure?
I've been on
Maybe?
that. I've been on that.
No. I had a Beyond Burger. Sorry, different Beyond Burger I had.
So
I'm
this gentleman
intrigued.
in New York decided he wanted some Burger King and he wanted to try one of these Impossible Burgers. So the gentleman is vegan. So he sat down, ordered 3 burgers.
What is an Impossible Burger for the people who don't know?
It is a burger made out of veggies to look and taste like a real burger.
The crazy thing is that the what I've heard is the copy on this, which is a lot of Twitter buzz and internet, buzz and ads on the internet. But it's like, because there's been vegetable protein strains that people have come up with stuff that try to replicate what it feels like. But this burger is supposed to be like the end all be all of mouthfeel, grilling status. Like you can cook it. Like when you go to cook it, it has like a juices that kind of bleed out. Like it's supposed to be real fucking deal Holyfield.
So this gentleman ordered a couple of these, and the restaurant made a mistake and did tell the driver to inform him that they were out of them, and they sent regular beef burgers in their place, to which this gentleman was not informed until he made it through 2 of them. So, yeah, you gotta restart the vegan clock.
That blows. There's no vegan clock. That blows for the guy. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just like,
but it's because this particular Burger King did not actually have that on their menu yet, because it just hadn't gotten around to them yet.
yeah. That's hard. Because I don't know, man. Like that's happened to us before. You try to order from some place that has vegan options and you get fucking Meatos attacking you. I don't know. Meatos. I'm trying to spin your fucking shitty story, Kaz. Okay, fucking hell. Guy got tricked into eating shit he didn't want to eat. That sucks.
Carl tried to put a fun fact in here that our friend Brian Ibbett from the TMS podcast said that the Impossible Burgers on the Weight Watchers points system actually has more points than a regular beef burger.
Yeah, you stuff it with a bunch of fucking plant protein. I honestly, at this point, I would obviously love to try one, but I can't eat a bunch of fucking starch, carb, fucking potato pieces or whatever the fuck it's made out of. Like, I would love to try some of the meat alternatives, but unfortunately for my current diet, I need to just eat meat and cheese.
So everybody's kind of making a hubbub. They went through their due diligence to let this customer know that they weren't sending him fake meat. And,
was there a tag in your Postmates that just says meat is on your way? Like we're giving you. I don't think you can. If someone orders an Impossible Burger, you can't just say, "Hey, we substituted it with the thing that you really, really don't want." Obviously, like.
Well, it might not have been obvious. I mean, like the other day, I ordered a Beyond Burger just because I saw it on the menu. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to try one of those. I didn't have any reason to order it other than I just wanted to try it. I had no dietary restrictions whatsoever. But it's definitely not like an assumption. It like goes both ways. You can't assume that somebody's ordering a veggie patty because they are vegetarian. I mean. Yeah, it just goes both ways, I think.
I get.
I mean, it sucks that this guy ate something he didn't want to eat. But I'm kind of with Curley. It's stupid that they didn't tell him before they started making it, because that to me doesn't make sense. Because if they don't have the thing that they ordered in the first place, why would you not tell them that?
I ordered.
Or just the order.
Yeah, like
Just
nope.
be like, oh, yeah,
Did
can't make
the
that,
guy at
bro.
least get a refund?
Oh fuck no! This was days after that he found out.
No, this is going to the
Oh,
Supreme
Jesus.
Court. Actually, this is currently being viewed by the Supreme Court. I don't know how much of this story is real. I'm gonna throw it out there real quick. Justin Bieber wants to fight fucking Tom Cruise.
I believe that's a real story. I hope it happens, and I hope Tom Cruise mops the floor with him. But Tom Cruise is way too nice of a guy. Wait, Tom Cruise or Tom Hanks? Sorry,
Cruise.
Cruise. Oh yeah, I hope Tom Cruise wipes the floor with Justin Bieber, and then I hope the Scientology gods then strike down Tom Cruise for being stupid.
I don't know if either of them know how to fight at all, but whatever.
Tom Cruise has been at least in Mission Impossible movies, so he's got some at least fight choreography instilled in him. Justin Bieber's just a, scrawny little.
If you work in the movie industry and you like for your living, you train and you're good at, pulling the punches that like almost hit kind of thing.
Hold on. You also got to realize a lot of those guys have stunt doubles. They do the action up to a point, and then a man steps in and does the real shit.
You still have to like be able to throw a camera punch, right? So what if that becomes so ingrained that like you get in a real fight and you start just whiffing right on the nose on some people, and you're like, oh no,
yeah, they're
obviously not trained. Knock my own headphones up.
They're not like. It's going through the motions, right? Whereas like wrestlers really train to take a punch because sometimes you got to actually take a punch in wrestling.
Apparently, the chat is telling us that Tom Cruise notoriously does not use a stunt double. Motherfucker apparently knows how to fucking do his own stunts.
Right. Yeah, I'm glad you guys all read the same tweet from him.
Is it in the tweet? I don't do stunt doubles. Neat.
Glad you guys saw that one clip of him hanging onto a plane strapped to it and believed everything.
But, yeah, part of me really wants Tom Cruise to fight Justin Bieber, and part of me does not want it to happen because screw anything. Why are we even giving recognition to Justin Bieber in the first place? Those are the two schools of thought that Steve's coming from.
It was like the 5th story on the list of where I get stories, and I had to pick something quickly, so I was just like, fucking hell, please. I don't know anything about what's going on in Justin Bieber's life, nor Tom Cruise, and I'm going to keep it that way, so if they fight, cool. Also, I'm not going to go against chat, because they're the ones who pay my paychecks, so sorry, Kaz. Tom Cruise is cool with his stunts. Everyone says it's so. I'm going to go into the games.
Wait, I got one last one.
Fuck.
One was a good one. This one's a good one. So the show Chernobyl appeared on Netflix.
What was that?
Did you say Chernobyl?
Chernobyl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are we making
sharing the snowmobile is what I heard.
I heard Chernobyl. What stroke you had, brother?
It's a really awesome. Oh, HBO. Okay, thank you, Chimera. So it's premiered on HBO. It's a really, 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 really fascinating show, and if you have not checked it out, go check it out. But this article,
what's
from
it
the
about?
AV Club, Chernobyl, the event and the place. So
it's a volleyball movie.
Yeah.
Dead or Alive beach volleyball movie. We need that video game made.
Much like other movies have done for kind of places, the Lord of the Rings brought a lot of tourism to Middle Earth. The Game of Thrones has brought a lot of tourism to Croatia and the Northern Islands. People are going in droves to visit Chernobyl.
Is it safe yet?
No. God, no.
It's a fucking wasteland.
Is Chernobyl the one that they put the giant safety cover on?
Yeah.
It's the one that those games are made about that Sam wants me to play all the time. Something year.
Yeah, the Chernobyl new safe confinement, that giant airplane hangar that they put on top of it.
No, Metro's in Russia. They put an airplane. They just put like a big casserole dome over like the top of it. Like
pretty much. There's like YouTube videos about how they put it up and time lapses of it sliding over Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Because they couldn't build it there. They had to build it somewhere else.
Yeah, because
and then move it there.
it's literally like they're just like it's a live stream of Fallout 76 over in that area. Like, please don't go to this area.
There's some idiot that fucking went and visited Chernobyl in a fucking Fallout like jumpsuit, and then took a selfie.
Listen, I take chances with a lot of my radiation. I don't really need to go dive in the cooling pool for the rods, the spent rods.
So I know that Chernobyl is a botched reactor power plant that irradiated a whole bunch of stuff. Is that like just the gist of the story? The power plant went haywire and irradiated the whole area, or is there like more to it?
Well, I mean, you talk about nuclear power and shit. There a lot of the horror stories that we have, which are very big horror stories. I mean, Chernobyl was a shitty event. 3 Mile Island was a bomb. Fukushima was just was a bad time. But a lot of those are very aged power plants in a time where we didn't necessarily have the technology that we have now for stuff. But yeah, that shit went not good. Not Hiroshima. That was also a bomb.
It was not Hiroshima.
Yeah. Those are bad. No, but we had the one that was because of the big tidal wave that happened from the earthquake, and it hit the fucking power plant in Japan. This was recent. And that shit's still not good. Like,
oh, okay.
That's still not good. It was Fuka something. Don't quote that, please. I'm sorry. Recent is 2014. Whatever. Yeah, that place is a bad time. That is not a place you want to be.
Although, again, can't say I'm surprised that disaster attracts people. It's a weird part of human nature.
Knowing how much my phone and also my computer listens to me, I'm probably going to get a bunch of Southwest flights with advertisements for hey, $59 for a round trip flight to Chernobyl. Sign up now for Southwest bugs. Boy, yeah. Don't go there, kids. Don't be that guy.
I mean, they do have safe trips to go see the ghost outer towns of Chernobyl that have just kind of been left as people had to just grab what they could and run out. But yeah.
Well, because me and Steve live like 4 feet from a power plant that is sitting over there, and they shut it down and stopped giving us power from it because everyone got scared, but there was no reason to get scared. But now it's completely useless because they shut it down and they can't ever activate it again. So yay, my money!
Don't go visit Chernobyl and don't go visit Easter Island.
If you've learned
throwback to last week's podcast.
If you've learned anything on this episode, don't go visit an old fun nuclear destruction fucking wasteland, please. It's not going to be good for a good long time.
It's not good for you. It's not good for the economy. It's not good for anybody.
Don't go to that gift shop. Actually, you know what? Go to the gift shop and see what the people look and talk like at that point, and see how they're doing. And
what do
then,
you buy?
Yeah, if they
go
look like
get sterilized the medically safe way. Don't try and get irradiated for free.
Yeah. Well, I guess Amazon's probably got a fucking hazmat suit. You can probably buy probably like $35 or something.
I'm buying this shit on Alibaba, dog.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. Let's do it.
All right, let's do some games.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, yay! It's game time.
Hell yeah!
With Curley.
That's what I'm talking about.
Only on dkgWELP.
I'm going to take the reins here because my name is Steve Negretti, also known as DynamiteDND, as you can see in the corner right here. I have written a special trivia game for today's show. It is Dungeons & Dragons themed trivia. It is a game that I have affectionately dubbed D&D or Falsity. I am going to be reading off from a list of creatures. I'm going to be reading off a list of creatures and describing said creatures, and Kaz and Curley have to decide whether the creature I'm reading off is an actual enemy in D&D or if it's a falsity that Steve just made up for this game. Once again, special D&D themed game because we are promoting the launch of DynamiteDND, the D&D channel podcast live stream that is going to be happening all summer long, starring me, Curley, Sam, Aaron, and Paige, a 5-team extraordinaire. It's going to be a whole lot of fun.
Where can they find this?
They can tune in to the Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/DynamiteDND, as you can now see in chat. You can also find social media links if you click on the Twitch channel. You can scroll down a little bit and see all the social media links. We have a Twitter, which is right here, @DynamiteDND. We have an Instagram, which the Instagram is also DynamiteDND. We also now have a Patreon, which has just gone live. You can visit the Patreon at patreon.com/DynamiteDND. I launched that right before the show started. I'm going to copy it and paste it into the chat right now.
Nope. You didn't. Oh, you copied it. Okay. I was like, you didn't type that. I typed it.
Go check it out. There are several reward tiers. Shoot. The intro video is live on the Patreon, though. Oh, well. I'm going to premiere that in a little bit. But yeah, we're going to play a D&D themed game, and then we're going to premiere the promotional introduction video for the game live stream. But yeah, let's dive right into it. I'm going to be keeping score for this game.
No, we don't do that here. We don't do that here.
No, you don't do that here.
No. I don't like this.
The winner of this game, if Curley wins this game, he will gain a slight bonus on the next time we play D&D. His character will get a bit of divine intervention in the form of Steve giving Curley his reward.
Listen.
If Kaz wins the game, Kaz can make the choice to either help or hinder Curley in the game.
Oh, we know the answer.
Give Kaz that choice. Okay. Because I'm going to destroy your notion of game theory, I have a list of real and I have a list of fake, and I'm going to be choosing which one to read by rolling my handy 2-sided spell book. So you're not going to be able to use your game theory calculations to say, oh, well, he just did 3 truths in a row. It's got to be false this time.
Oh, we can still say that.
And we can still game theory.
Yeah.
So here we go.
I can also look at your eyes, which list you look at.
D&D, it's on a Google Doc. I'm just scrolling up and down. You won't be able to tell. D&D or falsity. Roll in the first roll.
You just gotta watch that.
He scrolled.
Oh, wait. The example. Curley always gives an example in his game. So the example question that I'm going to ask is, where is it? The example question is, okay, the creature is called an owlbear. It is a cross between an owl and a bear, with a reputation for ferocity, aggression, stubbornness, and sheer ill temper. Is this a real D&D monster, or is it a falsity? Kaz. Oh, you can both answer, by the way.
Well, I don't want to give it away to Kaz.
Which is why I said Kaz first. Kaz says real. Curley, what do you say?
It's real.
Of course it's real. It is one of my favorite creatures in the game, but it does highlight the silliness of D&D. It's an owl, and it's a bear. Owlbear.
Why not? Yeah.
So here we go.
Fuck you, Garrett Gygax.
Why are you coming?
So, the game for real starts now. The first creature on the list, Dragon Dog. A dog-sized reptile capable of spewing an elemental breath weapon. Only chromatic dragon dogs exist, as metallic dragons would never allow such an insult to their race. Feel free to answer as you see fit.
Fake.
Kaz says fake.
Fake.
Curley says fake. Final answers locked in?
Locked in.
They are both correct. The dragon dog is a fake creature that I created for the purpose of this game. But
call me the dragon dog.
We'll see if their acumen progresses. We are going to go on to a galumph.
Ooh.
A galumph is a relative to the highly intelligent flumph. The galumph is a non-intelligent, green-colored flumph that uses stinging tentacles to inject a paralyzing toxin. Real or fake?
I said real.
Final Fantasy character. Fake.
Kaz says real. Curley says fake. The truth is that a galumph is fake.
Oh.
I made it up for the purpose of this game. Curly gets a point. Current score is 2 for Curly, 1 for Kaz. Next monster on the list, rolling to see what we're going to do. The monster is Intellect Devourer. The Intellect Devourer is a walking brain with 4 legs. It feeds on your brains and then takes over your body. Real or fake? Intellect Devourer.
I don't fucking like that I don't know anything about this. I need to look at the monster manual at some bit.
Someday, not right now. Kaz says fake. Curly says...
If I game theory this out, if I stick with Kaz, I can be at least 1-1. But I could also pull ahead. I mean, that sounds Gygax. That sounds fucking right up there. But it also doesn't... fake.
Curly says fake. Final answers, gentlemen.
Yep.
Fake for both. You are both incorrect.
I could have fucking pulled ahead.
Is an actual D&D monster. Walking brain takes over your body. No
Shit,
points
there's
awarded
moth.
for this one.
What the fuck?
The next creature on the list is a dark mantle. The dark
mantle. All right, let's get into the game here, guys. Let's finally get into the game. Let's hear the description.
The dark mantle is a creature that clings to cave ceilings, passing itself off as a stalactite or lump of stone. It drops on unsuspecting adventurers, crushing them and enshrouding them in magical darkness.
That's a Pokemon.
Dark mantle.
It's a Pokemon. I'm going to say real. I'm going to say real.
Curly says real. Kaz says...
real.
Kaz says real. The answer is that a dark mantle is...
fake.
Real! A dark mantle is a creature in D&D. Points for both of you awarded. Very
You
good,
gotta
very
pull
good.
ahead, Kaz.
I don't got to do shit. I don't actually need to win this one. See, here's the great thing about this game, right? I don't have to win this. If I win this, this looks worse for you than it does for me.
Hold on. Point completely unrelated. Drunk or not, did a giant bug just fly past Kaz's head?
Dude, there's a fucking moth in here, bro. And my cat is not doing a fucking thing.
Carry on.
Next monster on the list is called a Kulkukan. A Kulkukan is the infernal name of snake devils. Kulkukan are disgusting serpents with hundreds of tiny vestigial appendages along the length of their bellies. They're most common in Dis, the second plane of the 9 hells. Kulkukan. You want the whole description or just the name?
No, just the name.
The name is Kulkukan.
Fake.
Fake, says Kaz.
So I'm gonna tell you my game theory at this point. I've seen Steve roll on his D&D board for names, and Kulkukan sounds like he rolled for names on his. It gives you just a fucking a couple different consonants and vowels to string together. That being said, too much information. Absolutely real.
Curly says real. Kaz says fake. Kulkukan is in fact fake.
Fuck.
Made it up for this game.
I knew it. I should have gone with my first.
Taking inspiration from throwing back to, you mentioned Smite earlier in the game. I actually took inspiration from Smite. There is a serpent god in Smite called Kulkukan. The score is tied at 3-3.
It sounded too much like Kunkka from fucking Dota, so I was like, and then I had my other ways of tells.
Next monster on the list.
Studying for that poker game in Vegas next year.
3 versus 3. The next monster on the list is called a corpse flower. A corpse flower is a flower that sprouts atop the grave of an evil necromancer or the remains of a powerful undead. It grows to enormous size and then pulls itself free from the earth, scavenging for human corpses from battlefields and graveyards. Corpse flower.
True. Real.
Corpse flower. Say that. What? One more time.
Corpse flower. Flower
Real.
that sprouts. Okay, Kaz says real for I just said flower. Curly says real. Kaz says real. They are both correct.
What was Kaz waiting for? You wanted to hear flower repeated? Is that you're like, oh, he said flower. Cool, real.
No, I got my tell, dude.
Oh.
You're both correct. Corpse flower is a real D&D monster. That was number 6. Next up on the list, I'm gonna roll to see what we do. Next up on the list is oh shoot, I scrolled too far. Now I'm just gonna scroll way up and way down, so you don't know where I land.
I'm gonna kill that. It's gonna kill me.
The next monster on the list is called a dozer mule. It is a beast of burden native to the cultures living in the Underdark, such as the Drow and Shadar-kai. The dozer mule has a bony ridge along the length of its skull that allows it to break through forests of stalacmites deep underground.
I don't even know the difference between stalactite and stalagmite. I know that. I don't know which one's which though.
Stalactite is on the ceiling, stalagmite is on the ground.
Is it because the stalactite stays tight to the ceiling and the stalagmite might be on the floor?
Sure, whatever your mnemonic device. Dozer mule. Dozer mule is the creature.
Say the name one more time.
Dozer mule.
Fake.
Fake says Kaz. Curly says.
I don't know what Kaz's tell he's looking for is at this point, but he's fucking confident. Shit.
No, I'm not confident in that one.
True.
I ain't gonna let you.
True.
Curly says true. Kaz says false. The dozer mule is false. Yeah, not an actual D&D monster.
The second one that had stalactites and stalagmites in it.
The score is Curly has 4, Kaz has 5.
Ugh.
You can't lose this game, dude.
No, you can choose to give me a boon, brother. You have I ever steered you sideways?
Next on the list is a creature called a flail snail. A flail snail is a giant snail with spiked mace-like tentacles growing out of its head. Its shell is highly prized for its magical properties. A flail snail. True or fake?
D&D is dumb. Fuck this shit. Shutter the game. Flail snail.
Flail snail.
One more time.
Flail snail, a giant snail with spiked mace-like tentacles growing out of its head.
False.
It's back. I'm gonna say real.
Curly said false. Kaz says real. The flail snail is real. Kaz racks up another point. Flail snail.
If you're interested to see how bad rolls and bad decisions can slowly turn a confident Curly into a small shell of a man, get ready for DynamiteDND, because it's gonna be a lot of this.
If you want to see how Kaz plays poker, watch my masterclass. It's coming out soon.
Next monster on the list is called a Fennerex. A Fennerex. A Fennerex is an intelligent, twin-tailed fox native to the Feywild. They often serve as messengers for the Fey Lords due to their amazing speed and stealth. The Fennerex.
What do they look like?
True or false? They are an intelligent, twin-tailed fox native to the Feywild.
True.
Curly says true. Kaz says...
Because I have the points to spend, I'm going to say real.
Kaz and Curly both say true. The Fennerex is, in fact, false. Not a real D&D monster. I thought of Tails the Fox from Sonic the Hedgehog and put it in D&D form.
But you went with like Fennec Fox. Like,
Fennec Fox!
You're fucking smart. I hate you, you stupid bitch. Also, if you want to hear more of that, tune into D&D.
Score is now 4-6 on Kaz's favor.
Kaz just has to. At this point, I want to call an audible. If Kaz has to answer first, because all he has to do at this point is go with what I say, and he wins. So Kaz has to go first from here on in.
Okay, I'll let you guys decide who answers first. Sorry, next on the list is going to be.
How many you got left? How many you got left?
We have so I've got 20 monsters total, and we are on the. This is number 9 of 20.
We're good.
All right. So after this one, let's play the video for the promotion stuff for DynamiteDND, so you guys can see that here in chat and listen to that on the audio streams. So all right, go ahead, Steve. Let's do this one.
Okay. The next monster is called a Gorgon. A Gorgon. A Gorgon is a large bull covered in heavy iron plates. It spews a putrid green vapor from its nostrils that can petrify unfortunate heroes.
Real.
Say the name one more time.
It's a Gorgon.
A
Cass
Gorgon.
said real already.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
A
All right.
Gorgon, large bull covered in heavy iron plates. Both say real. Both are correct. A Gorgon is a real D&D monster. I was wondering about that one because most people think Gorgon and they automatically go to Medusa. Different type of Gorgon in D&D.
Well, yeah, so that's why you said Gorgon, and I was like, oh, I know, I've heard that before. So real. And then you started describing it, and I was like, wait, what?
Wasn't there something like that in the fucking Stranger Things that's came out?
No, that's
no, they just called the thing a Demogorgon because Demogorgon is a monster in D&D, one of the demon lords. Real quick, before we go on to the video, it is halfway through the game. Now we have the double D&D bonus round. The double D&D bonus round is where you can make up for lost points. Currently has 5 points. Kaz has 7 points. In the double D&D bonus round, you can wager up to half of your points as a bet. You can wager up to half of your points as a bet for the double D&D bonus round. If you get the answer correct, you will gain your points that you wager times 2. If you get it wrong, you will lose the points that you wager.
I'm now realizing heavily why I don't do points because back half of podcast Curley is usually drunk. So
the double D&D bonus round is slightly different. I am going to give you the description of a creature and then multiple choice what the names of the creature might be, and you have to pick a multiple choice answer.
Fuck, I can't use my tell anymore.
So, Curly, you have 5 points, so you can wager up to 3 points. How many points do you wish to wager?
3. Well, before we do that,
do you want to do the video first, or
roll that video?
We're gonna do the video after double D&D. I thought.
Oh, okay, it's up to Steve at this point. I thought
we'll do it right after this one. Kaz, you have 7 points, so you can wager up to 4 points. How many do you wish to wager?
It's a big old 0.
Oh, 0 for Kaz. He's not going to risk anything in this. Okay. So, double D&D bonus round. The monster is a creature resembling a great cat with sleek blue-black fur. It has 6 legs as well as 2 tentacles sprouting from its back, ending in pads tipped with spiky protrusions. Once again, a great cat with sleek blue-black fur, 6 legs, 2 tentacles sprouting from its back. Is this monster A grell, B, a displacer beast, C, a gelatinous cube, or D, an androsphinx? Awaiting your replies.
This is good content.
You can hear the internet churn. Give me one again.
A, grell. B, displacer beast. C, gelatinous cube. D, androsphinx.
Panda Hacker, the reason it's so easy to guess is that Steve, I already got wrong with a fennec fox fucking fake out, okay? I'm not comfortable right now going with an obvious answer.
I'm going to go D.
Kaz says D.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, I've been gambled heavily. I'm going to... God, it's fucking too obvious, though. I got to make a fucking big play, so I'm going to go with Grell.
Final answers, gentlemen. Curly says
Fuck
A.
you,
Kaz
gelatinous
says
cube.
D.
It's gonna be D. I mean,
The answer is, in fact, B. Displacer Beast is the correct answer. I am sorry, Curly, but you have lost 3 points, bringing your total down to 2. Kaz, having wagered nothing, brings his total to 7. Displacer Beast.
this is how my
It has the
my
ability
games.
to displace light and appear as if it's not there.
Gygax, get a job. This is not the way you name creatures. You fucking Pokemon.
Okay, now let's go to a certain YouTube link because we are about to premiere the introductory video of DynamiteDND, a video that I created over the past couple of weeks. It's going to serve as the intro to each and every live stream as well as each YouTube video podcast. It's like a Saturday morning cartoon intro reel. So here we go. Go to that page so you can catch the premiere. I'm going to push the premiere button right now and we can all watch it. Curly, I think, has the page on his deal.
I definitely have it open. It's ready.
Cool.
It's super ready to
Ready
go.
to go. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Super
Push the
ready to
button.
go.
Premiere now. Let's do it.
I hope it happens in real time on YouTube servers. Oh, it's identified by the YouTube community as inappropriate or offensive to some audiences. I wish to proceed. Viewer discretion is advised.
I mean,
Hey, we out here making big boy content for big boy people.
What part of YouTube? Oh,
we get a YouTube ad. Great.
did I just get an ad?
Yeah, I think so. It's either an ad or a countdown.
Actually counting down. Oh,
I
didn't
think
know
it's
it was gonna
counting
do that.
down.
Oh, you did
All
a.
right.
Hey,
We're
everybody.
gonna take a nice little 1 minute and 45-minute break. Right back, because I also have to pee.
Oh,
We
Steve's
did
gotta go
not
pee.
test this, just so you know.
I mean, it's not the first time someone's peed during the middle of a podcast. Hey, Kaz, how's it going, brother? What's going on, everybody?
It's going good, man. So while Steve's doing that, while we're waiting for this video of the DynamiteDND pre-roll to roll,
Can we?
you wanna earn my favor?
No, can we express how mad I am right now that I'm losing to you in a fucking D&D fucking quiz made by my friend? Because I'm mad right now. Your fucking game theory is on point. I hate you, and I'm mad. All I want to do is I'm going to placate myself in front of you. I will play League of Legends. What do you need me to do? I will be your support, brother. What do you need?
So just so you know, right, while Steve's not here, right, I realized for the fake ones, he had to like look at it, and the other ones he knew, so he just kind of looked at his camera and was like, "It's this."
47 seconds.
I get you. I was trying to do that, but I was trying to be like a gentleman about it, and I was gonna just not look and be, you know, whatever. Like, but I don't need to poker this up.
dead in
Wait for
your
the
eyes.
countdown to happen. Let's remind is Curly has 2 points in the game. Kaz has 7 points in the game. But don't worry, there is a final bonus round as well where Curly could sweep in and take it all.
Did you make this countdown, or is this a YouTube thing?
This is
I
a
think this
YouTube
is a
thing. I didn't
YouTube
make this
thing.
countdown.
I have never seen this in my life.
Yeah, well, that's because Steve hit premiere, so this is premiering the new
Premiere. Everybody should be
DynamiteDND
there. Everybody
video, and now we're getting ready to go live in 10,
Go, 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 go,
9,
go, go.
8, 7, 6, 5,
Like, rate, comment, and
3,
subscribe.
2.
This is gonna blow your minds, kids.
Uh-oh. Audio.
What the fuck?
How did
I tried to hit it. Why is this still doing this? Just give me the fucking video.
Hey.
Are you fucking excited? Are you fucking excited?
Oh God, talking at the movies.
right.
Boom!
How'd you make that land at a 20?
I shot that shot about 15 times.
That's surprisingly good. That's some good fucking luck.
Only took 15 takes.
Yeah, it didn't take as many as I thought. I thought it was going to take a whole lot more, but yeah, that was a good dice roll take.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be putting as much effort as we can into all, doing the greatest D&D show on the internet. So if you want to be part of that and you want to watch it, please follow all of the social media stuff. All of the links will be in the show notes, as well as linked in the chat constantly, because I'm going to just keep asking people to post them. I can't wait. Like the video if you can. Share it with your friends. I know a lot of you here love D&D and love long-form D&D, and we're going to make this whole summer a thing, and Steve's putting a lot of effort into this, so please, let's do a shit. Let's do this shit.
I'm super excited to see what you guys are going to do with this, so it's going to be super interesting, along with all the other DKG content we have coming out this year, maybe.
It's gonna be fun.
This year's
the year.
making
that video. The footage in that video was mostly shot yesterday during the Saturday game. All those ending shots where it was just the people around the table. That was yesterday during our character creation stream. The character creation stream is going to be available as a Patreon reward. It is behind the scenes footage where you can hear all of the juicy backstory that everybody came up with, some on the fly, some previously. It's really, really, really good stuff, and we're going to keep releasing behind-the-scenes content as the stream goes on. I'm definitely going to make a explanation about how the entire setup works, going through everything piece by piece. I'm going to make a new video as to all the details about the table. I'm gonna go through and do some like in-person mini spotlights because I love my D&D minis. It's going to be a whole lot of fun.
Your Instagram full of the little mini spotlights has been super cute and super adorable and awesome. I love that shit. Like, seeing little like close-ups of some of the if those that don't know, Steve has a giant glass like display canister of all of these giant minis, and like everything. It's insane and it's great. Someone link the Insta, please. I really don't know how to type Instagram links.
God,
also,
it's
just Instagram.
DynamiteDND, whatever this is.
I don't know if there's like a slash fucking something in there, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, just the username.
But in addition, Steve, for those that don't know, like we are going to be live streaming these sessions, but at the same time, you're going to be making background content. In addition, you're still down to be editing them down into consumable bite-sized chunks for YouTube and whatnot.
I'm definitely going to post them on YouTube. We'll see how I can do the editing down, because I think everything is like gold, so I don't want to cut stuff out, but I'm going to have to train myself to do it, because I do want to chop it down so it's not a 6-hour YouTube video.
Yeah.
I want to get it down to under an hour at the very least. But yeah, I'm going to be posting YouTube videos during the week in between games, and live streaming on Saturdays, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun.
Let's continue with the game.
To the business at hand. We are back into the game, D&D or Falsity.
Curley's ass. Remember that, chat?
Yep. Yeah, I would go back to being uncomfortable with my own skin.
There goes. We're going back to see if they are going to be told a real monster or a fake monster. The next monster on the list is called a stench cow. A stench cow. A stench cow is a misshapen bison that is orange and green in color. It emits a foul stench to ward off attackers. Stench cow. Cow spelled K-O-W. Real or false?
Say that one more time.
Stench cow. Misshapen bison.
Sneaky
orange and green.
Fucking sneaky ass Kaz.
Kaz says fake.
Sneaky ass Kaz. Kaz is looking at eye movement. I'm going to call him out because he told me a secret. False.
Curley says false. Kaz says false.
But now Kaz might just be fucking with me to make me fucking say no.
The stench cow. Curley and Kaz, think a stench cow is false. They are incorrect. A stench cow is an actual monster in one of the D&D books. No points awarded. The score stands at 2-7.
Chat. Did I lie or did I get it wrong? Who knows? That's how you play the game.
Fuck you. You have nothing on the line. My character, Hazel Groundswell, will die if you fucking don't give me help.
Next on the list is a creature. A creature that is called An Empyrean. Empyrean. Empyrean is a celestial child of the gods, universally beautiful, statuesque, and self-assured. An Empyrean. Real or false?
You're going dead eyes on me now. It's concerned. Kaz has to answer first. That's the rule.
Empyrean?
Empyrean.
Real.
Kaz says real.
I have to win points. I have to either go opposite, so false. I'm playing the game at this point. It's meta it up. Like
I love this chat. It's good. It's fucking good. It's so
Kaz
good.
says real. Curly says false. The correct answer is that an Empyrean is a real Dungeons and Dragons monsters. This is an Empyrean right here. I've got two Empyreans right here. They are huge celestial creatures. One has a green skirt, one has a red skirt, but they are statuesque and beautiful. I mean, look at this hunka burning celestial love
why do you
right
have
here.
a Play-Doh mace on him? Like,
Yeah, right. Just have fun with that, buddy.
The old jiggle
Empyrean.
mace.
The score now stands Curly 2, Kaz 8.
Wait, how did you get down 2?
I gambled all of my shit away.
Gambled all of his points away.
That's how I do it. Acid pandas.
I ain't got to do shit now. I could literally 50-50 the rest of this game. All right, here we go, chat.
The next monster on the list is called a Shocktopus. The Shocktopus. A Shocktopus is a cross between an octopus and an electric eel. The Shocktopus can send jolts of electricity through its tentacles in order to paralyze its prey. The Shocktopus. Real or false?
Yeah, it's fucking real. It's 100% real.
Curly and Kaz both say real for the Shocktopus.
That's fucking Gygax. It's
Shocktopus is, in fact, false. The creation of Steve, the Shocktopus, just sounds really, really funny. Shocktopus.
Yeah, it was in Sharknado, dude. What's wrong
Was it
with
really?
you?
I never watched
No,
Sharknado.
I don't know.
It's not.
I'm just fucking with like this. All of this from here on out is just me fucking with Curly. It's
I'm a
just
Tara Reid fan, and I've seen Sharknado a million times.
Have you seen 2?
Yeah, but she wasn't in it.
Or 3?
Next up on the list, the monster is named Wagyuru. Wagyuru. Wagyuru are humanoids that die particularly gruesome and violent deaths. Sometimes they are reanimated by malevolent demigods and unleashed back upon the world as Wagyuru, skinless undead with bleeding eyes and unhinged jaws filled with long needle-like teeth.
So is this not?
Yeah, no.
So
fake,
Time Jumper actually told me that this was a type of meat that you can eat. So fake.
If this one is real, dude.
I remember. There is. I don't know if it's pronounced the same way, but wag is something that Time Jumper was like, you need to fucking eat.
Wagyu beef.
Sure.
And it's expensive.
Yeah.
And then there's the Korean version. Curtis, what is the Korean version called? So there's a Korean version of this type of like really fatty, marbly, delicious fucking beef that you can just eat straight off the cow.
Is this important?
I'm just waiting for your locked-in answers.
No, my locked-in answer is that's false.
Yeah, 100%.
The Wagyuru, Curly and Kaz both say it's false. It is, in fact, false. Totally made up. And for the record, I have never heard of Wagyu beef. I just made that word up because it sounded funny again.
No, you're 100%.
I was waiting. So I was literally waiting for you to, because when you mentioned the name, I was like, okay, I'm keying into the just like the Fennec Fox thing, and I was like, all right, if he says some kind of cow-based thing, maybe it'll be real. Maybe some kind of but I was like, I don't know about this fucking other shit.
Next up on the list, the next monster on the list is called a bumblebird. A bumblebird.
Fuck you, Gary
is
Gygax.
a cross between a hawk and a bee. The bumblebird is a feathered monstrosity with avian wings and an insectoid abdomen, complete with poisonous stinger. Contrary to its name, the bumblebird is able to sting repeatedly. Bumblebird. True or false?
Bumblebird. I'm gonna say Bumblebird.
Kaz is now game theorying me. I'm fucking mad.
I started reading about beef, so I didn't look at Steve's face, so I actually don't know. I want to say false. Fuck it. Cry 2 tears in a bucket. Fuck it.
Fuck. I was gonna say false, but I have to pull some fucking pointage out of this shit. So, Bumblebirds is a Gygax shit.
We are
Also,
living in America.
watching Steve's eyes, I feel like he was. I'm gonna have to say true. Fucking come at me, Gygax. Bumblebird me up.
Bumblebird. Curley says true. Kaz says false. The bumblebird is, in fact, false.
I'm out.
Not a real creature. Bumblebird. I wish it was, though. Bumblebird sounds fun.
Well, I mean, here's my take. All of these better be in the games that we're playing in the next 12 sessions.
Current score is Curley has 3, Kaz has 10. Bumblebird.
Kaz got 1 chat. Fuck you, huh? You little bitches.
Next up is going to be... The next up is the Revolving Archon. The Revolving Archon. The Revolving Archon is an angel with a 4-sided head, each with a different face. Serving as enforcers of the gods, their heads revolve to display the type of judgment they will met out: joy, sorrow, anger, and indifference. The Revolving Archon. True or false?
What? False.
True.
Kaz says false. Curley says true. The Revolving Archon is, in fact, false.
I need to quit in my life. I'm done.
Not a real
Hazel
creature.
Groundswell is dead, as you'd imagine. You wrote all that flavor text for a false fucking answer, you monster. I don't ever want... Kaz, make a note. Make a note right now on the podcast doc.
Okay.
Never again allow a guest to make a fucking a game. I can't do this.
Fine.
I don't want to do this ever again. This is a bad choice. I hate what I'm doing right now. I want to quit this podcast.
I don't even have
Goodbye.
to pay attention. I was reading chat. I was literally reading chat. No, it just came back. I'm like, I don't know. Fuck it.
We have 4 monsters left. 4 monsters left.
Right.
The next monster on the list is Golgol. Golgol is an exceptionally fat black dragon who rules over her swamp as a self-proclaimed god. Golgol. True or false?
Nah. End of the game here.
Hey, chat. I just want to remind you, it's also Pride Month. Go to your Pride parade and have fun.
Get woke, kill content. Spread that hashtag.
Fat black dragon, right?
Did you say Google?
Golgol.
Oh, sorry. What? I think you were swallowing something. What was it? A Google?
Golgol.
Real.
Fake.
Golgol. Kaz says real. Curley says fake. Golgol, the self-proclaimed dragon god, is in fact real.
I have to
Comes from
literally
the
hand in
4th
my
edition
card.
Draconomicon. Golgol is a real
Why
creature.
are you so
Kaz.
good at this, you fucking asshole? I hate you. You're fucking like 9 for 9. Like you're a fucking.
Oh, I forgot to show off the owlbear. There's the owlbear.
Oh,
right there.
owlbear. Owlbear. Look at that, chat.
Yeah, you get free in-flight Google.
Hey, make sure you watch the video version of this podcast so you can watch Curly's breakdown happen right before your eyes. Good content.
I'm red because of the sunburn, but I'm also probably going to be this red at this point.
Oh, next up on the list, we have a monster called a Nightwalker. A Nightwalker.
Real.
A Nightwalker is a huge undead being of corporeal shadow, resembling a horned humanoid. Nightwalkers exist only to make life extinct. A Nightwalker. Kaz leaning in heavy off the bat with real. Curley says,
it doesn't do me any good to just fucking say what Kaz says, but I think it's real. I have to say fucking false.
Curley says false. Kaz says real. The Nightwalker is, in fact, real. The Nightwalker. Here he is, right here, live and in person. The Nightwalker. Two of them, in fact, from different sets. One of them is huge. One of them is large. The huge one is actually older. In the 5th edition, they are actually huge creatures.
I knew it was real. I mean,
earns a point.
Why didn't you just say real? Take the points you can get, brother.
If you have more points at the end, Curly, you can gamble. I don't know why you're not taking the free points.
Hey.
I'm going for the pity party at this point.
Current score is Curly 3, Kaz 13.
Yeah, Steve, I'm sorry. I'm just going to tell you right now I'm out of DynamiteDND. I'm replaced by Kaz. He's going to play remotely on a Roomba.
Oh, boy. Next creature, we have only 2 left. The next creature is a drop my pencil creature.
Breaks everything.
The next creature is Drath Umbra Eden. Drath Umbra Eden, also known as the Great Shadow. Drath Umbra Eden is a powerful beholder lord who delights in leaving his enemies and sometimes his allies alive but blind, forever in a sightless umbra of shadow. Drath Umbra Eden.
Real.
Oh, now you're just.
What? I mean, what the fucking point is it? Like,
All right, Curly goes real. Kaz's gonna say false. Just you got to play the game, I guess.
Curly says real. Kaz says false on Drath Umbra Eden. Drath Umbra Eden is, in fact, false. Not real.
How the flying shit? If I was a blind person throwing darts, I would have gotten more right.
This is the best content.
How is this even fucking possible? This is why I don't play the lotto. Mick only hit me up with like, why didn't you play the lotto in San Diego? Because someone got a ticket. And I was like, because I don't win things.
Current score is Curly 3, Kaz 14. There are only 20 questions in the entire game. Kaz has gotten 14 correct.
Yo, chat, call me France. Call Curly South Korea. We out here, dog. Mashed.
The last monster on the
Holy
list.
shit.
The last monster on the list. See, if you really wanted game theory, you would have been keeping track of how many were true and how many are false, because this is the last one on the list, and I had equal parts true and false. The last monster is called a Goristro.
You went with Umbra, and you went with a shadow fucking name. You are a Fennec. You are a fucking monster. Testament to you know what? Kaz doesn't win this game. Steve wins this game. Fuck you.
Goristro. A Goristro is a demon resembling a fiendish minotaur towering over 20 feet tall. Goristro.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Mortal Kombat knowledge, I would say true. Goristo. It's Goros.
Oh, wait. Are we supposed to bet points on this one?
Nope. The triple D&D is next.
Okay. So false. Or opposite of whatever Curly said.
Curly said true. Kaz said false. A Goristro is, in fact, true. Hey, Curly lands on
Thanks the
right
Lord
here.
Jesus. That was 100
This
points?
little guy
100 points?
right here is a Goristro. He's one of my. I really like this mini because he's big and chunky and he looks like a big old minotaur. I like this mini a lot.
Is that
Goristro.
mini? That looks big as shit.
It's a huge size mini. It's 3x3 base.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty confident I won the game. Thank you guys for this. This is really fun.
Goristro. We have made it to the final Dynamite D&D final bonus round.
Here we go, boys.
I have a visual clue for this one. Stand by. I forgot the mini. Give me a second.
This is our second podcast break for the audio listeners. Hey, everybody, how's it going? Cass, I need you to just go, I don't know, fuck yourself. Just like a couple times.
I mean, I could just bet all my points and get it wrong.
You could also just win and then give me good times, or you could give me boon.
DynamiteDND final bonus round. The visual clue is this guy right here. You are going to be telling me what is the name of this creature right here when I give you the multiple choice question. You are able to bet up to your maximum point value. Curley has 4. Kaz has 14 points.
4.
Curly's going to bet all 4.
I'm going out bust or fucking lose.
Kaz, how many points do you want to bet?
Come on, Jeopardy.
8.
You said 8, Kaz?
Yeah.
8 points for Kaz. So let's just take a second here. So if Curly gets this, he's going to have a total of 8 points. If Kaz does not get this correct, he's going to lose 8 points, knocking him down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6,
right? Yeah.
6. So if Kaz botches this, Kaz will in fact lose the game.
So we legally have to pick separate answers.
Once again, this is the creature you're going to be choosing from a list of multiple choice questions. The description of the creature is from beneath the ice and snow bursts this creature in a cloud of steam, its body pulsing with internal fire. Wing-like fins protrude from the back of the creature's head, and its wide mouth brims with jagged teeth. Arctic predators, these creatures live in Arctic climes, preying on elk, polar bear, and other creatures sharing their territory. They cannot tolerate warm weather, having adapted to the cold by generating a furnace-like heat within their bodies. When hunting, they burrow deep below the snow and ice and lie in wait for the faint vibrations created by a creature moving above it. While under the ice and snow, it can lower its body temperature so that it doesn't melt its cover. This creature, you have 4 choices of what this creature is called. This creature is either A, Remoraz, B, Mimic, C, Yuan-Ti, D, Glabrezu. Once again, A, Remoraz, B, Mimic, C, Yuan-Ti, D, Glabrezu. Gentlemen, the mic is yours.
D is what I'm going to go with based on
audio listeners.
letters.
You're going to hear like 3 hours of silence as I try to contemplate the fuck out of those names.
Talk your way through, brother.
Here's the problem. Knowing, I'm gonna talk to future Curly right now. I'm sorry that this experience happened to you. It's probably gonna be something as dumb as a mimic. I know that. Steve, I don't feel like Steve would have put that name in there with all of the cool names. Obviously, way cooler names. You can't just do that, Gygax. I'm going to stick with my gut because I'd be really remiss if I didn't. A sounds the most accurate. Remoraz, I think, was. That sounds more real to me, and I have to pick something opposite of Kaz. So.
Curly says A, Remoraz. Kaz says D, Glabrezu. The correct answer for the D&D championship is, in fact, A, Remoraz. Curly from behind takes the win for the DynamiteDND game.
Oh, is it Kaz giving it to me, or is it not? You decide in the chat and comments on the iTunes.
I've never seen a man go through the 5 stages of grief so quickly in my goddamn life. Jesus Christ.
From behind, Curly ends the game with 8 points. Kaz rounds off the game with 6.
Not even close, baby. Not even not a chance, motherfucker. I had you dead to rights the whole game.
Oh boy. And that
I had to give you a chance, man.
That has been D&D or Falsity. Thank you very much for listening. It has been a wild ride.
Bang title,
Tune
Kaz
in.
almost got one.
Tune in to the Dynamite D&D stream Saturdays at 12 p.m.
Saturday.
to see more minis and learn more about monster lore. There's going to be a whole lot of them.
When I what am I thinking? TwitchCon time. Yeah, TwitchCon time. When I come around, maybe I'll do a bunch of dope Shadowbox photos for your minis, Steve, that you guys can use on the Instagram and stuff like that.
Ooh.
I thought Kaz was going to say, when I come around to TwitchCon, I'm just going to hit Curley in the face.
Fuck yeah.
I'm sick. I do love my minis. And my phone camera is what I've been using to take all the Instagram and Twitter photos. So it's kind of a potato phone. But what are you going to do? So, yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, shadow boxes are super easy to make. We go one trip to a fucking Michael's and buy enough shit to make a box, to make enough reflective light. And then you can still use your phone after that because they'll look dope in there.
Well, I mean, one of the things I outside of just pimping literally the whole Dynamite D&D thing, which I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for pumping that stuff in the chat. And if you guys are listening to this later, like all the links will be below all the stuff. But I don't think we ever solidified, Steve, in regards to like this is going to be obvious. This right now is currently your summer project because you were free to do more of this kind of like the amount of effort it takes to do all this stuff. So this will be something that will actually end at some point, and then we're possibly going to talk about doing more of it. So if you like what you see here, supporting it now might be a way to get more of this stuff in the future.
Definitely. Yeah, we're going to cross that bridge when it burns and see what people are feeling at the end of the summer. I am very much enamored with the idea of having seasons, Dungeons and Dragons, Dynamite D&D seasons, where you can check out the seasons, the story progression from season to season. I don't like the idea of taking an entire year off and then coming back only in summer. So who knows? We'll talk about it. We'll see what kind of support we get from the community. We'll see what kind of time we all have during the regular year, me in particular, because, summer's off is why I did all this. But yeah, we'll see. Keep tuning into the channel to see how we decide all that stuff. Maybe you, as a viewer and a supporter, can help influence us one way or the other. So yeah, it's all your power. You have the power. Power's yours.
I as a person involved in it, I'm super fucking hyped. So I hope that at least translates a little bit to some of you guys that want to maybe see more of the D&D content we've talked about over the years. So fucking hell, man, I'm really excited. I'm a Patreon at this point already. I'm just recycling that Patreon money back into the system to get reutilized, and I love it. So, Steve, thanks so much for being here, man, and giving us this this awesome game. We need to do more of these, Kaz, more of these guests. Fucking put us on our heels.
Yeah, no. This has been awesome, and like it's. I think it's also shown the idea we've also talked about of having other people feed us games. Yeah. That are maybe themed more towards them or whatever to make it more fun. Because this was fun. I fucking Ringman the fuck out of Curly there.
I know it's really good because I honestly I hit it up in the chat. If you're listening to audio only, if you have a game or a style of game or you want to proctor a game and you might be a fun guest, email or Twitter or wherever you get your communications. I'm available on all platforms, so hit me up and I'll respond in kind. Like I'll tell you what's up, and if you want to like be part of the show or you want to just support the show by supporting us with content, like I would love that. I would love to have especially some quizzes that I can play alongside Kaz would be super fun. Even if no one is a proctor outside of the two of us, because sometimes we just do us episodes. Yeah. But on that note,
there's ideas and things we have working, like getting a game master, somebody that can we call for that part of the show, and is just the proctor of the game. There's just I had nowhere to go after that.
Oh, on that note, we are at a hard 2 hours of recording at this point. So fucking a long episode is going to be long.
It's a long one. It's a good one.
So as always, follow all the things that we've done and talked about today on this episode. If you're listening to this, please check out the links below, and it'll be fantastic of you to follow that stuff. Otherwise, you're going to hear more about it because I'm not going to stop talking about it during my live streams during the week. and follow all the things, as I always say in all of the show notes. And let's just biggity bounce out. If you're here live, stick around afterwards because we're going to talk about the titles and shit, but we're going to end the stream now. So enjoy the outro music written actually by the same guy here right now. Steve wrote the outro to this, which is what just a minor key.
I arranged the outro. Sam wrote the actual song, but I arranged this one.
It's all pops and whistles for me. It's fucking music. I don't know how to make anything happen.
Pops and whistles for me.
I love you guys so much.
Thank you guys.
Have a fantastic evening.
Bye.